Hi, Shadow. I was thinking, since I always have trouble getting my mic unmuted, I would do it early, and I totally forgot to pin it on. So, there we go. How you doing this Wednesday? You ready for some pumpkin guts? So, let's see. Starting these cute little pencils, I'm gonna do, I think, I'm considering using this guy, this Fude Sailor fountain pen thing filled with platinum carbon ink. I did enjoy this one for the for my what is it, weapons little drawing. Let's see, it's in the book. Look at that. Whew. There it is. See that? And then I put them with the movie watchers. It was just a cute little coincidence. That one was after I saw Sinners, which was also really good. So if I start now with Halloween stuff, I might be done by Halloween. So pumpkin guts it is. I'll decide this later. I need to draw it cute first. Let's see. So I chose, this is more Arches paper. Cut them little, I don't need those giant sheets. And this is cold press. I have to write it on the back because I can't, it's really hard to tell the difference between rough and cold press. Hot's pretty easy, it's just smooth looking. And it will be even less obvious to be able to tell on the camera. Let's see. Yeah, they're both pretty textured. Let's see. See that? So the bottom one is rough and the top is cold press. How close can I get it? That looks so close. How much of a difference is there? By the eye, I can see more of a difference than I can on the camera. All right. So right now, Grump is pulling the innards out of a pumpkin. I had him behind a table, but then I thought, no, he can hold it and like pull the guts out, like hold it against his shirt, get all dirty. So let's see. Yeah, I have a lot of figuring out to do. He's all, and it's getting in his ear and stuff. All right. So yesterday we were talking about games that I would like, and it kept The Witcher. Is it The Witcher or just Witcher 3? Came up a bunch of times. So I had a peek. And it's still $50. These games don't get cheaper with age. What happened? So it's in my wish list. I'll probably buy it. Play it on the PS5. When I played Cyberpunk on my computer, because that was the only thing that could run it very well at the time, my place was arranged in a way where I could just run a long cord from the big TV to the computer, and I can just play comfortably on the TV and sitting down nice away from my work area, which is the most important thing. So now it's not set up that way, so I'm just gonna have to. You got it for $5, Shadow? Where? How? When? Did some weird summer sale or something like that? Wait, Steam? I'm not gonna get, I don't want to play it on the computer. I got a bunch of games wish listed on Steam, but usually I don't buy games unless I'm ready to play them. I don't want a library of games that I bought on sale and not play them? Yeah, you have to tell me where, Shadow. I'm curious. So the game that I have wish listed on the PS5 is it's called something else. It has like, I don't know if it's an expansion pack or if it's just an updated, upgraded graphics kind of thing for the old game. But yeah, I just had a peek. I'm just about done with TV shows. We like to wait for shows to collect so we can just watch them all at once, or like 2 or 3 episodes a night, that kind of thing. I'm spoiled. I'm no longer a fan of waiting a week for a show to come out. It just seems like forever now. Okay, let's see. Grump, what is your hand doing? You have to tell me. I kind of just guessed. All right, you know what I did? Because I had the fingers all figured out, and then I put a bunch of pumpkin guts squirting through the fingers, and now it all just looks like the same. It just looks like mushed fingers. Okay, that looks like it'll work. Oh, now I remember. The Epic Store had a coupon that was $10 off anything 15 and over, and Witcher was on sale for 15. They don't do those coupons now. Oh, so you could also get it directly from wait, the Epic Store? Is that a what's the Epic Store? The game is CD Projekt Red, the same people who did Cyberpunk? Or am I mixing all my stuff up? Wait, okay. It's a Steam competitor. Ah, I see. Yeah, sorry, Epic Store. I've never heard of you. I've heard of Good Old Gamers or something like that, GOG. I still don't exactly know what that is. I felt like I was funneled into buying Cyberpunk through that to play on Steam or something. I don't remember. And so then I try to play it, and like all these different windows pop up, like you're gonna be here to get to there, to get to there. I'm like, oh goodness, I just want to play a game. It wasn't that big a deal though. So Shadow, did you play it, or did you you bought it because it was a heck of a deal? And you'll get to it when you get to it. It's an old game. 2013 was it? That's even older than well, let's see. God of War came out, like the remake came out 2018, and I think I got around to playing it a couple years later. 2 years. Yeah, so this is a lot longer. The company that makes Fortnite. That's the kids game, right? Not kitty kids, but just the youngins go and run amok. You know what, I never bothered with that game. It came out not too long ago, Death Stranding 2. We played the first one. It was fine. I liked it. I guess not enough to jump on the second one though. Mew is friend material. Yay! CD Projekt Red owns Good Old Gamers. Is that what? Is that the right? Should I just say GOG? GOG? Well, yesterday you guys were telling me of which acronyms I'm supposed to read and which ones I'm supposed to say the names for, or the names of the letters. Vince, how you doing? Did you play Witcher 3, Vince? I'm kind of excited about it. What'd you guys call it yesterday? The masterpiece. So I'm ready. All right, that's a hand if I ever saw one. Played the first act of the first Death Stranding. Didn't finish it. All right, it didn't grab you, did it? Are you winning at art? Yes. So far, yes. It's like the starting gun just went off, and I have just as good a chance as anybody to do a good job at this point. So yes, I believe I am winning. I had good ice cream yesterday. I had candied blueberries today. Great. No complaints. We're watching this show. It's I keep forgetting the name. Sometimes the name it comes right to me. Other times it hides in a box somewhere. But it's about what is Shadow? I like the walking part, but I get annoyed by all the item management. You like the walking part? The first thing I you know what I liked to do? Get one of those some sort of motorcycle and just full speed across all the rocks and things, and I would just I'll hit something dead on full speed. And Joel's just like, oh my goodness, behind me. But yeah, this show, there's these these people who were terminally ill and some who just volunteered would have their brains scanned, which was like a destructive process to get their like a copy of their consciousness digitized and computerized, so they could just, they didn't know at the time, but they were just being used to work on these problems. Just start, it was like Groundhog Day for them, kind of. They would just start their little computer day in this office space, and they think they're starting for their next day of work, but it's really just this repeated thing. So it was really interesting, but then it turned into this weird, like these computerized entities would start fighting each other. And I guess because to make it more interesting to watch, they made them into these kind of anime looking battle cartoons or something. And I'm like, what just happened? I don't want to see it like this. I wanted to see them zany brainy figuring stuff out. But I mean, what does that actually mean? It would just be like watching zeros and ones or something on the TV. I guess they had to figure something out. Yeah, so then I'm almost done with that show, and that means after that, it's slim pickings. Watch something for the second time. Let's see. I have a pen that looks pretty similar to that silver one, probably less fancy though. My eraser. It's one of my favorites. It's all worn out. I'll show you. I have another one that's not as worn out, so you could see the name of it. So this is the one I've had forever. It's very teeny tiny. This is a common one, Tombow, or what was it? Tough Stuff Eraser, I think. Let's see. Whoop. Is it? Oh, there we go. So this one's like half the size. This is the same one, but in black. It's Tombow Mono Zero. The erasers, they're not very big. They're not for like erasing large areas, just like little eyelashes or fingers or something like that. If you're tempted, I'm always tempted to use it way more, but then I have to remember, you're gonna just run out real fast. This one, it's one of those, it has like it rotates the lead so you don't get a wedge shaped lead and a sharp point, which I never minded in the first place. But the characters on it, it's like the food left behind, like a little dumpling, piece of pork, that fatty pork that was left on the grill that no one wants to eat. There's like this little piece of shrimp right there. So they're all trying to be cozy together and hang out. That's their story. I had to Google it to find out. I didn't get far into Witcher 3. I guess I'm just not a fan of RPGs. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't think I am either. Maybe I should try it and then give it a fair shake. But so many people, hearing the list of games I liked, said I would like it a lot. So I feel like I should give it a good solid chance. I tried to give a couple of the most popular ones a chance. Which ones are those? So Witcher 3 and what other ones? I want to know. Okay, pumpkin. He's all bleh. I like to imagine Grump is doing this over carpet. Skyrim. I've heard of that one. Role-playing games, RPG. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna find something out about myself, I guess, once I start playing it. At $50, I'm gonna finish it, whether I like it or not. Is there another game like that where I would just power through it because I didn't want to waste it? I don't think so. I think I pretty much, by the time I get around to playing something, I'm usually pretty sure I'm gonna like it. Oh, maybe Alan Wake 2 was really good and they said you could skip 1, but I played 1, just, I don't know why, be a completist or something. So I played Alan Wake 1 and it was okay. It was okay. I didn't hate it, but I definitely could see why they would say you can skip it and just play 2. I think there was only one part in Alan Wake 2 where they referenced the first game without giving like any backstory. So, and it was like one of the detectives looked at a picture and said something like, this looks like it might have been important or something like that. And it was a picture of some people from the first game. I played the first Alan Wake, but got stuck at one part. That was too hard for me. Oh, no kidding. Well, you must not have liked it too much if you're just like, yeah, no, I'm done. And it didn't let me change the difficulty. I don't remember what I had that one set to. Huh. Was it a puzzle? Did they have puzzles there? Like a mazy kind of thing that you couldn't solve? Not a maze, technically, but like how do you get up to that one area type of deal? Or was it, I don't remember there being battle-y stuff. I was watching somebody else's stream and I was like, why do I know this song that they're playing? The Lady in the Lake or something. It was such a goofy sounding song. Like, why do I know this song? It was from Alan Wake. I don't remember the exact lyrics, but it just made me laugh. The story was kind of interesting, but the fighting wasn't interesting to me. I think they did a remake of the first one. Maybe that's what I played, since I'm so late to playing games. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it enough. Yeah, I feel like I missed out on all the sale things. If there was going to be some sort of, oh, Control. That's somebody else told me about that game. I feel like any games, like downloadable game sale dates would have been like summertime to get, if you're out of school, buy this game. Look, it's cheap now, but now I just missed them all. I don't think Black Friday is a real thing anymore, so I don't hold my breath for that time of year. As soon as it went from like a accounting term to a marketing term, it's like, no, that's not a real sale anymore. Control, did I buy that? Is that one that's hanging out on Steam? I don't think so. Is it? Maybe. Because they're connected somehow, and somebody said it was, I think I got mixed reviews. Someone said it was good, play it, but nobody else really talks about it. I mean, I don't hang out in like gaming circles or anything, but yeah, I just never got around to it. Yeah, I think you're right. In the Alan Wake universe. Okay, where's your pumpkin butt? It's up here? Should I make it bigger? I think I should make it bigger. Something like that. So I don't want it to be perfectly round. I think Grump's pumpkin selection, he's gonna like the imperfect ones. Okay, we'll try that. Can you? I bet you can't. There used to be a day when you could rent consoles. I would totally rent what's the last Nintendo thing that's come out? The Switch? I'd rent a Switch just to play Breath of the Wild. I'm not gonna buy it just to play one game. I rented a Nintendo 64 to play Mario 64. That was fun. I want to give the opening like a weird shape where it kind of looks like it could be a mouth. And all the little pumpkin guts are just kind of like hanging from the top and kind of pulled out and bleh. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, says Shadow. I like Nintendo games, but I don't want to buy a console for 2 or 3 games. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. There was a time I had all the consoles. Now I just have a PS5 and the computer. My brother worked at the video rental store, and I would sometimes bring home the original PlayStation if it wasn't being rented. Heck yeah. See, you didn't even have to pay the $70 or whatever it was. I forgot how much it was to rent those. I did rent original NES games. Those were so expensive. You can buy games now for cheaper than it was to rent a game back then. Is that true? It's hard for me to imagine if I think of how expensive things were a long time ago. It's hard to separate like where I was. Like, I wasn't making much money, so everything seemed really expensive. To like how much they cost now. I remember one thing I was curious about. I really wanted this toy called Omnibot or something. And I was looking up old ads for it. I'm like, yeah, there he is. He's pretty cool. He would roll around and you could put a drink in his tray, or you could record your voice and his cassette on his chest and he'd play it. The thing, I think I checked to see how much it cost with inflation these days, and it was like, I don't know, it's like $300, maybe even more. I'm like, yeah, for that? It's like, it might have even been more. So, He was pretty cool though. Instead, I got this game. I took a licking from a chicken. You can play tic-tac-toe. It's fun, but there's no Omnibot. I tend to play indie games that are like 10 to 20. I have some of those bookmarked too. Born, Edith Finch I played. I like that one. What's another one? I don't remember. Would you consider Stray an indie game? Yeah, I also didn't have any money when the NES was out. You liked Edith Finch? So a friend of mine who works on games was like, they gave me a list, and that was one of them. I think my favorite level of Edith Finch was the fish butcher guy. I liked the music. I played that level a couple of times. Don't tell anyone. I'm older than 27, but a bit younger than you. Oh, don't tell anyone. Okay. Yeah, I do enjoy Julie's her rule about ages. Everyone's 27. What does she call them? Some more mature 27 than others? I have so many construction lines in Grump's shirt. Not really construction lines. I was just trying to figure out which way is he facing. But now it looks like a Spider-Man shirt. So let me like clear this up a bit. I'm still waiting for Salt and Straw to update their ice cream menu. So far I've been getting pints from Sprouts, which are really good. Van Leeuwen's, what do we have? Praline cake? Really good. So I got options, but I just like to taste the weird stuff. Web of Chaos. Hi, Web of Chaos. How are you? Had a coworker be like, "You're old, right? Aren't you like 28?" And I felt both insulted and complimented at the same time, like the most casual compliment ever. It's so funny, like you can remember being on both sides of that conversation sometimes. I used to work with somebody, and I remember thinking, like, yeah, but she's 30. Like, that's a different lifestyle. It just seemed like so far out there. I remember I was in a play. I must have been in junior high or something. And my mom's friend was commenting on the skin of my neck. They liked it. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And now it's like, yeah, I can kind of see why you would point out neck skin when you're that age. Kind of felt like a vampire or something. Grump have a festive shirt on? Was like, wow, rude, call me old, then immediately was like, oh, you think I'm still in my 20s? Oh, nice. Yeah, just go with it, I guess. What are you gonna do? Time marches on, that's okay. Okay, so you're kind of turning this way. Got a little bit of a twist to you. Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay, so then let's see. Something. Some kind of shirt design to be determined. And he needs, the pumpkin needs all these little jingle jangles of pumpkin seeds. Mario 64 is one of my favorite games, but I never owned the original. I wanted the N64 for my birthday, but it was sold out, and we ended up getting a PC shortly after. How was that choice for you? Did you like that? Or, cause, so you're slightly younger than me, and then, yeah, I could see how it might be disappointing if you don't get the console and you get the PC. I could see it happening both ways though, where you're like, oh, okay, well, I got a computer. My favorite games on N64 was Quest 64 and Star Fox. Really? I never had the console. I rented it from Blockbuster. That was a fun game though. You know what I've never got into? Oh, Mario Kart. Super popular. Everybody loves it. I'm like, Joel was showing me some people playing real life Mario Kart, where they were in go-karts going around this crazy windy road with obstacles, and they were just like riding off into the bushes and crashing into each other. I'm like, oh my goodness, what kind of waivers did they have to sign before they participated in that? Okay, show you. Well, you can kind of see it decently enough. You were excited about the PC too? That was before I had an interest in computers. I think I tried to play a Star Wars game on our PC. And the only thing I remember about it was this vendor selling choki. Get your fresh choki. Get it while it's hot or something like that. Fresh dried choki. That's all I remember. I had to settle for a Tomb Raider as a 3D platformer instead of Mario. That's not bad. Here, let's give this, make it a dizzy looking happy face. Dizzy face. Yeah, I'm super curious about Witcher 3. I'm just gonna, if it's not my style of game, I think I'm gonna power through it, because if it's called a masterpiece, and I like masterpieces, so I'm just gonna go through with it. Okay, let's give this a go. What do you think? This might be a little more controllable with thin lines than this one. I might go for this one again. Had good enough luck with it yesterday. Or the last week. So this one's going to be Higgins India ink, and this one is platinum carbon. We'll go with this one. Okay. Where's, oh, it's in my hand. I'm like, where's your lid? I just had it. It's in your hand. Okay. It smells kind of like acrylic paint. I like the games. They like carve out a piece of your soul and you just kind of want to listen to the soundtrack. Like I don't listen to the score so much for Red Dead Redemption, but Joel does. But I do like the Cyberpunk one, the music to the first Little Big Planet I really liked. There's a bunch of songs I like from the Arcane soundtrack. Not Imagine Dragons, though. I know I'm the only person on the planet who doesn't like Imagine Dragons, but I just, no thank you. But there are a bunch of songs that I like. I actually got pretty far into the first Red Dead Redemption. And then you quit out on it? That one is good. Red Dead and then Red Dead 2. Really, really good. There's like 1 or 2 Imagine Dragons songs I think are alright. That, you know what? You can like Web of Chaos. You can like as many as you want. I know I'm the one that's wrong. Everyone I talk to about it, they're like, oh, I like them. Like, all right, I guess it's just me. Are you working today, Web of Chaos? Hopefully today goes way more smoother than last time. Not because I have philosophy about... Oh. No, because I have philosophy about music. No matter how bad someone is at music, if they make enough songs, at least one every 10 years will be good, decent. Yeah. It's about volume, right? Get quantity. Yes, I'm working. So far, it's been a normal day. Not bad. Good. Yeah, that's why I can't listen to Spotify, because it's like I like a little bit of this, and then Spotify thinks she's into this. Send her all of it. No. I use Metallica as example. I don't like Metallica, but the song One and Nothing Else Matters are both good. Yeah. Darkness imprisoned me. Yeah, those good songs. 40 years, give or take, the music. 2 good songs. Also, I'm kind of affected, like my like for some songs in particular are because of what I was watching while the song was playing. I think if I heard that Sting song, What Could Have Been, I don't know what the name of it actually is, but that's the line I remember. The part in Arcane where that song came out, when it was playing, it was like, oh, my heart. So I really like the song because they're kind of connected to the visuals of the storytelling. But I don't think I'd be into it if I just heard it on the radio. Maybe, I don't know. On the radio? What, Grandma? I played one a lot on Guitar Hero. Did you 5-star that one? Mine was Possum Kingdom by the Toadies. I still like that song a lot, but I did probably annoyed the neighbors with it, trying to 5-star it. I did, not try to, I did. I think it's still good, but who am I to say? Web of Chaos agrees with, or says me too. You played one? It was the only song I could even complete on expert or hard. I suck at that game, so I was stuck on medium. I have to check. Did I play that on expert? I don't know. Guitar Hero 3. I finished all the songs except the last tier on expert, which included one. Oh, that's pretty close. You only have one more. You could have did it. What made you stop? That was like me fighting the Valkyrie at the end of or it was the thing I saved for last. It wasn't the end of the game. God of War. Gosh. She was tough. I was getting angry. Seven minutes long. Whoa. Definitely didn't do good at it. Was just able to slide through notes to finish the song without fail. One was actually pretty easy for me, or easy for most of the song, but then it had a super hard solo at the end of the song. Did it? And it's like 7 minutes long. Endurance. I think at the time I was messing around with Guitar Hero, and our neighbor actually played guitar, probably some cover band or whatever, but I'd hear him playing Zeppelin every now and again. I'm like, me too. Fire up my video game. I did better than the dude that I knew that actually played guitar, and I was a drummer, so I constantly made fun of him. He could 5-star whole game on hard, but couldn't complete anything on expert. I bet you it messed with his brain, because if he can actually play the guitar, that part of his brain is fighting with how you're supposed to play it on the controller, like the guitar-shaped controller. Was he a good sport about it, at least? Or however many stars the max was. My brain says it was 5 for some reason, but that was also like 16 years ago. I know, right? Just the memory. Okay, so these are getting all samey. I have to break these shapes up. These little drips are all the same size, same width apart. So let's see what I could do. Give this a little wider thing. That might be good enough. Yeah, I had Guitar Hero. I don't have an Xbox anymore, so I don't check my trophies there. I think the only 2 I have, the platinum trophies I've ever had, or whatever they were, the equivalent for Xbox, it was Viva Pinata. I loved that game. Was it Guitar Hero? It might have been. And I think that might have been it. I took piano lessons as a kid, but I didn't progress very far. I taught myself one real song as an adult. Ooh, on the piano? Like, I wonder what the song is and how well you play it. That's really interesting. I kind of always wanted to just learn how to play the Charlie Brown song, and that's it. Oh yeah, he was fine with it. Would always be like, oh yeah, let's get Rock Band and play the drum parts. See who's better there. Yeah, see? He knows. So Shadow, if you taught yourself how to play a song on the piano, were you relying on the stuff that you kind of learned as a kid to get you through just the basics? How do you teach yourself? You have a piano? Do you have a keyboard? So many questions. Is the grump punching a pumpkin? Vince, he's tearing its guts out. So what's gonna, there's gonna be like, oh, I have the wrong, let's see. Like a swoop of pumpkin guts, kind of like coming out, like dragging. So hopefully that can sort of emphasize the motion of it dragging, like his fist is coming out in a way once I start drawing those little wispy pumpkin gut seeds and all that stuff. And he's just like, ew! So is his shirt. Oh my goodness, Shadow. What? What? Let's see. You taught yourself how to play. I'm impressed just by the name of the song. Let's see. Control. Let's see. What the heck is this? I don't think I have the. Control paste. Enter. I don't know if I have the sound on. So, can you guys hear that? That's not it. It says quiet summer hours. Hold on. No, you can't hear it. Okay. Let's see if I do properties. Capture audio beta. Sounds safe. From the Amelie soundtrack. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know how to make the sound come out on purpose. Can I do it here? Yeah. I thought you heard it for a second, and you have I have my music on. Okay. So now it's playing from my other browser. Let me know. It's really pretty. What a soft, nice song. Okay, well, I can't tell if you guys can hear it, so I'm just gonna stop it. So you taught yourself how to play that by watching YouTube or something? Watching this guy's finger stuff? You could hear it? Okay, I just turned it off. But yeah, that was really pretty. So we have way different goals. I want to learn how to play the Charlie Brown song, and you have like this beautiful classical piano piece that you've learned. How good are you at it? Good enough for my own enjoyment. That's all you need. That's good. You don't need to go perform live anywhere. Maybe something like that. Okay, I want to work on his face. Pumpkin needs work, but I want to switch areas. Yeah, I want to learn how to play the Peanuts Charlie Brown song on the piano. Some kind of electric guitar solo, like, I don't know, something Slash. I like the drums too. I don't really have a want to learn how to play them. Just read the music and muscle memory. You can read music, so you learned a lot more from childhood, I guess. My dad's side of the family is pretty musical. They know the piano and instruments, and they're actually pretty accomplished singers. I didn't learn any of that. The left hand just repeats the same 4 measures over and over. Yeah, and it does that while the right hand is doing all kinds of other stuff. No just about it. I keep forgetting. There we go. So I don't think I know how to play any musical instruments. You know what I want to get? I've had it in my wish list for like 2 years. This crazy jingle bell thing. It's like this 2-hand jingle bell, like sleigh bell, like snowy Santa is coming around. I'm probably gonna get it, and I'll just shake it every now and again. Feel festive. It'll be the summertime, and just feel the chill in the air when I shake the bells. They have different amounts of bells. Like there's 32 set, the 16 set. You gotta go 32. It's the most wintry. I keep thinking, so when does the cheaper price happen? When they know they're gonna sell a bunch during right before the holidays, or when they're not selling any, like right now? You also taught yourself a couple pages of Moonlight Sonata, a couple of pages. So in minutes, how long is that? I got drum lessons from this dude, Chip Ritter. Of course you did. That's all Chip Ritter probably does. You got a name like Chip Ritter, you giving drum lessons. Was a show drummer that did stick flipping tricks and stuff. I think he was on one of the nighttime talk shows. Really? So that's where you learned? Did you already know a lot and you needed to up your game, or was that your first lesson? Moonlight Sonata sounds familiar. If I played that, I would know. Oh, I didn't turn my music on. That's okay. I want to see Moonlight Sonata. Moonlight Sonata. Okay, I was like, please don't make me spell it all out. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I was looking at this guy's face, Beethoven. I was watching Dan Dan season 2, and there's like episodes where these composers were chasing after the main characters, and they used this classic painting of him. But let's see, is this the one that's all dun dun dun? It is. Ah, MPT, hey, to herald your arrival, playing this cheery song. I'm doing really well. I knew nothing, just messed around on my cousin's drums. That sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, this is so sad. This is old stuff, right? They can't really silence my stream. Yep. So Shadow, do you have an actual piano like I'm thinking? Or a keyboard? Keyboard, right? That seems more practical. Unless you're from a musical family and you just have a piano hanging around, which isn't unheard of. My dad's side of the family, they do. My parents have an upright piano. Yeah, okay. I'll see if I can find a video of the guy that I got lessons from and put it in the Discord if I can. Yeah, I would love to see it. MPT, do you play any instruments? I was realizing that I don't. And seems like I'm the only one. My parents have a piano. I should get a keyboard. Yeah, if you like it. I mean, it seems like you have a passing interest. Or more than that. Oh, is that, then you must really enjoy, what's his name? Jonathan Ong's stream? Making all that music in his home just from nothing. He's like a one-man symphony. I'm miserable at it, but got a little drum pad earlier this year and I've been trying to learn some stuff. Oh, that's interesting. They got it for like $20 at a garage sale 40 years ago. Nice. How often do you have to get something like that tuned, an upright piano? Is it fine until you have to move it around? Does the tuning kind of stick for a good long time? See if I can get some line weights in here. I feel like my aunt probably gave me 2 piano lessons or something. It's been tuned once or twice. I think it's kind of as needed. Moving a piano can change the tune, as I believe weather as well. Huh. Okay, where are your little eyes? Squinty. Super squinty. Let's see. This one's squintier. Let's do this one first. And some of the ivory key tops are broken, peeling off. Something kind of charming about that though. Well-loved piano. Still doing the thing. Okay, so this is his eye. This is the little rolled rim of his eyelid. Oops, I got paper. Paper, what do you call it? Pulp. Dust. Oh, there you go. My mom is much better at piano. Okay, I found a video of the guy I got a drum lesson from on the Late Show with Letterman. Oh, is he? Posted in your Discord. Okay. Let's see. What did you call him? Chip something? Oh, Chip Ritter. Chip Ritter. Is that his given name? Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Ah. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if I can. I don't know why it doesn't play audio from this browser. Let's see.
I'm sure you have used in bars, is that right? Yes, sir. Yeah, okay. Where are you from, Chip? Tucson, Arizona. Tucson, Arizona. Beautiful part of the world there, too, isn't it? Yes, sir. Yeah. What do you do for a living?
I wonder why it's not even showing.
Well, there you are. Maybe we there you are. Exactly, yeah. What is your trick going to be tonight?
Let's see what it'll show if I click this one.
Juggle 3 drumsticks. Well, can that be done? Let me check with Anton. Can that be done? Anton says that cannot be done.
All right.
You want to bet him a
Well, I clicked the buttons and I was denied. Let's see. Okay. Here's the Discord. I was watching, like, speaking of late night stuff. How was I? Oh, I think I know. It's such a roundabout thing. Somebody posted a picture of Tom Cruise and he looked a lot like Norm Macdonald. And then it just made me miss Norm Macdonald. So I went and watched my favorite clip of him. And it was from Conan O'Brien. And Courtney... Amber Thorne, she was blonde, not the brunette. She was in Melrose Place and a Carrot Top movie. And it's like the most hilarious Norm clip ever. And seeing Letterman, I guess, reminded me of that for some reason. Okay, let's see. Yeah, basically Norm was roasting the Carrot Top movie the entire time, and it's just the most funny thing. Let's do that. Best part, I didn't know that guy was like a famous drummer. Thought he was just some dude at a music store. I think that's great. So was he like a talented instructor? Some people are really good at getting people from the like that beginning stage of knowing nothing to really getting it fairly quickly. It wasn't until like 4 years after I had the lessons that I said something about him teaching me, and my buddy flipped out. Oh, you know Chip Ritter? Like, I guess I do. I would notice a famous person without like the rectangle around them. That would be the movie screen or the TV screen. I don't have great facial recognition. I guess Dave Navarro being the exception. His face is like a painting. He's all done up. Yeah, he was good. He taught me to play left-handed because I broke my right ankle like 2 months into my lesson. Oh my goodness. Which, in long run, helped me with playing the metal music I wanted to play because I could use both feet for bass drums, or bass drum already, and could flip style between left and right. Yeah, I guess that's handy to learn. The show must go on even if you're wounded. There's 2 young drummers that I follow. Nandi Bushell, who actually plays a bunch of instruments and sings, writes songs, and Yoyoka. She's from Hokkaido, Japan. Now she lives in Los Angeles somewhere. And they're both like 15 or something. They're really young. But when she was like a couple years ago, Yoyoka was riding her bike or something, and she strained one of her legs, and she has to play because her family's they just moved out here and she needs to make a little bit of money and gain popularity, so she couldn't take the time off. She just had to figure it out. The show must go on. Hey, Siege. I just saw a YouTube short and thought of talking about League yesterday here. I know some music things, but not enough to read it. Kind of like knowing your ABCs doesn't mean you can read. Yeah. So you, I wonder, I'm curious then. You know, like which is a flat note, which is a sharp note, and maybe you know how they sound on the scale thing. I'm curious what your level of understanding is. He also technically taught me how to read music, but it's all gobbledygook when I look at it now. I guess you have to... I wonder how much it would take for you to get back into like regular sharpness of being able to read it. It's got to be in there somewhere. Some dusty brain box that you need to rediscover. Not on the scale, but like half notes and full notes. I think I remember the sharp marker, but it was 30 years ago. 30 plus years ago I learned any of it. Yeah, it's gonna be rusty. It'd be hard to just kind of run into that accidentally. Like if you're trying to learn, if you haven't spoken your second language in a long time, there's still a chance that you might meet someone and want to have a conversation to brush up on it. But music notes, reading music, you have to purposefully find that. Web asks or says it's a £sign for sharp and like a weird B for flat, or do you have that, or do I have that backward? A weird B for flat, huh? I have no idea. They didn't show me that when I was 5-starring the Toadie's Possum Kingdom on Guitar Hero. I'm gonna have to Google it now. Yeah, let me know. NPT took off. She went to go get coffee or something. I must know. Do you play anything? You play the cosplay machine to perfection. If you're not good at playing piano. Drum pad earlier, okay. I'm here. Doing some makeup. Have to do immigration things today. Are you getting gussied up for immigration thing? that's kind of, you're gonna make the most of it. I was gonna say that's exciting, but I'm like, is it really? Sounds like waiting in lines, but who knows? Oh, you were right. Web of Chaos. You have a better memory than I do. Not. Did I say bass? Bass. Have I been saying bass? Bass. Ooh, MP brought my friend BG3 and I'm gonna force him to play with me on threat of physical violence. Most of my family is really musical though. I'm kind of the odd person out. Yes, this is the way. What a great friend you are, Web. Just the bass guitar. Have I been saying bass? In my head, I had it right the whole time. I'm not surprised though. This is the way. Just the bass guitar. Maybe I'll get past Act 1's ending this time. I bet you in a couple weeks I'll have Witcher 3 started. It'll probably take me a really long time to finish it. I kind of just mosey on games like that. And I'll play, I don't know, a couple, 3 hours a night maybe. Till I get tired, fall asleep. Better do it. Look at that little guy. Pointy stick. I'm just thinking of how the game Breaking Compounds, one of those few games where when people say your choices matter, actually a warning, you can F up bad. For Witcher 3, that's what they say, your choices matter. That gives me like that sinking feeling of like, I just don't like a, oh, okay, phew. Baldur's Gate 3. Good luck, Mitty. Thank you. Oh, very much so for Witcher 3, though, too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm never like... I'm not like a main player. I'll stop and help people. Usually if someone needs a favor or some coin or whatever. Yeah, actually, what was it? I got cheated out of money or credits in the Star Wars Outlaws game. someone sold me a fake credential or whatever. That's why I love it. I don't mind when a game kicks me in the and says, stop being such a S. Yeah, well, so then, oh, yeah, Siege, that's in your name. You just go for it, right? See, that's where in games I create a new side quest. It's called Revenge. Ah. You'd be fun to watch. I'm no fun to watch because I'm like stopping at the traffic lights. No smoking for Johnny Silverhand. I still need to play again so we can just party. I serve me. I don't trust people. Not my nature. I could go for like a little dose of that. I'm more on the trusting side. And then when I realize what's going on, it's like, oh, you're dead to me.
Game begin. When the drum beats go like this.
Oh, Shadow, you said you have trouble playing the song on pianos besides the one you learned on because they feel different. That's interesting. When I was a wee lad, my mom was a basketball referee and I played. So I borrowed the rule book so I could quote the rules back. Rules to bad referees. Because you don't trust people. That sounds responsible and informed. That's not, that sounds like a good thing. You said your mom was a referee? A good one, I guess, right? If you're the type of person to read the rule book. I was thinking referees are like these volunteers who kind of know enough, but they just kind of don't sweat the details. I bet you it's a percentage thing. Most of them are like that. Unless you're Siege's mom. And then you got it all nailed down. I learned MTG, so being a rules lawyer and politicking became a talent of catching not only what was said, but what was not said. I started quoting law code to a cop that was annoying me once. He got mad, told me I know too much about the law, basically threw my ID back at me and left. Oh, gross. My mom was a part of a group thing. She got paid to do high school games. Ooh, nice. LMAO. I should have guessed you're a MTG player. Okay. Oh, what's MTG? I don't know these things. Mount the Gopher. Magic the Gathering, thank you. The nerdiest of nerds. Guys. Also watched anime in the 90s when it wasn't cool and tea. I played too, but I'm super casual about it. Yeah, I can't, what was popular in the 90s as far as anime? Oh, there's a bunch of Ghibli things out. I've been watching a bunch on HBO Max. Right now I'm in the middle of Porco Rosso? Is that what it is? I like it. Okay, so let's get some mush slime seed pumpkin guts swooshing around. I should do that first so I can cover a bunch. Like that foreground first. What's going on with this scroll? The first anime I watched was oh my goodness. Inuyasha. I rented DVDs from the library. Cowboy Bebop, DBZ, Berserk, Gundam, Sailor Moon. My best friend that I've known for over 18 years, I met him hitting him in the face with a storybook and then handed him a $700 Magic the Gathering, and now I know, deck, and taught him to play Magic. Now he's better than me. Oh, you're doing good. Now you have a quality competitor to play against. My older brother was into CCGs. Cool card games. And I liked looking at his cards, but never got into the game. Competitive card games? Never got into the games myself. YU is on the shonen that I still think is pretty good. The acronym is just for you, meaning me. Oh no! Don't do that to me, because I'm wrong so often. I don't know. You guys are gonna ruin me. That's like so devious. Thought I spoiled Trigun by episode 2. Although I spoiled Trigun by episode 2. Collectible card game. Okay. I'm with you about Magic the Gathering. MP card games are social things. Being competitive makes it not fun. Oh, I thought it was part of the game. Maybe I think competitive without the toxic aspect of it. Just good old-fashioned fun. Okay, hold on. Let's see. So, yeah, I just want this to be just swoopy, droopy, scoopy. I see some of it, but then the rest kind of eludes me. Let's see. Maybe that means I should pencil some. Shadow. Oh. So hold on though. Star Trek: The Next Generation collectible card game. Huh? Huh? Right or no? Oh. ECG, electronic card game. Isn't that a medical thing? Thank you. Celebration. Oh yeah. And then you guys taught me the original series. TOS, the original show or something? Star Wars? I mean, Star Trek? Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Might as well get out my bass guitar. Siege says, I want to win, yeah, but I can still have fun even if I don't win. That is never the case with an ECG, electronics card game. Or echocardiogram, right? I had a Star Wars one too many. I never figured out how to play it though. TOS, the original series, yeah. TOS. Also Terms of Service, right? I like Gundam too, just haven't seen a lot. I loved Unicorn. I'm a Banshee girly. Do you like the big booms or the political drama more? I'm interested in that as well. Like action drama or emotional story drama? Star Trek Terms of Service is a spicy Star Trek series. Like coming through. Hold on. It needs to, these lines need to convey movement. So if I curl it up this way, it ruins the movement I'm trying to create. So that's a no right here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to draw some of these in. I don't trust myself. Oh, you know what? Don't forget the seeds. It's gotta have seeds in it. That is basically every mech. Oh, me? About the booms of Star Wars? Or Star Trek? Basically, that is basically every mecha anime ever. Big booms and political drama. Each one just has different balance. Bit of both. Oh, that might have been the question. Yeah, both work well in tandem with an edge, like a preference to a little bit of political drama, and then just season it with the booms. That's a good mix for me. Like The Expanse. That was heavier on the political drama, but it had all that nice special effects kind of weird stuff. I liked that show. I don't know if it would be worth reading the books. Now that I've already seen the series. Code Geass has surpassed Gundam for me, at least leaving it season 1 and 2. Oh, and I almost forgot. Crimes Against Humanity. For some reason, Mecha love their Crimes Against Humanity. OMG, Beth knows Expanse. Yes, yeah, that was really, really good. I liked it. I've read the first Expanse book and it was phenomenal. Okay, so, and you read it before you saw the series. How do the two compare? I have trouble going backwards. Like I'm happy to read a book first before the series comes out, but the motivation to read the book after I've seen the movie or the series isn't there because I already know how it's gonna end. So it's harder to go. You read it after you watched the series, okay. Starts playing with my Banshee model. Oh, that's one of the ones that is on the Discord, right? Are you sure? Siege, book endings are rarely the exact same as the book. There's some different things, but the changes made sense. Okay. Yeah. All right. That might be like something to take on a plane or something like that. Yeah, usually if I can catch it, I'll read it first and then see. Like I read a bunch of Stephen King stuff in high school, so then the movies came out way after that, I think. And there's probably exceptions to that. Maybe for me, because I was younger. And then The Road with Aragorn, that was really a sad book, and the movie didn't really hit the notes of the book. Lord of the Rings, I read all those before I saw the movie, so I felt like I had the director's cut in my head because it was pretty similar. What else? Oh, World War Z. What a joke of a adaptation. It's a different movie. I thought, you know what, they should redo it, but make it like a Band of Brothers style miniseries. I'd watch the heck out of that. The audiobook of World War Z was excellent. I read it regular style and I heard the audiobook. Lord of the Rings trilogy omits things from the book. They'd have to, right? Those are some big, chonky books. Well, the ending specifically. Yeah, the one with the big claw hand is Banshee. I had to ask people who had read the book because it felt like they cut important things from the book to make the World War Z movie. It's completely different. It's completely different. It's not, it's just similar in name only. Rip Tom Bombadil. Yeah, Siege, if you have any interest, listen to the audiobook. Fantastic. 5 stars. Scouring of the Shire. Okay, I'm trying to make some goopy, sticky, windy threads, but they need to be flowy and not samey. I keep making the same cutout shapes for voids of the sliminess. I need to randomize them. Here, show you what I'm doing. So I want to see kind of voids in the sliminess and then have it kind of just stringy trickle down, kind of pulling from this area. But I keep matching the shapes, so I'm just trying to erase and fix them. I was like, ooh, this is pretty gross. Tom being cut made sense for the films. He added nothing to the plot. Oh, absolutely. He's still a fun character. It says Siege and NPT. You know what happens sometimes? Not often. I'll watch a movie and I'm like, why do I know how this movie is gonna end? Not because it's predictable, but probably because it was based off of some Dean Koontz book, and I think my mom probably bent my ear about this book she was reading and told me the entire plot of it, like, you know, years ago, and it's stuck in my head somewhere. And so then when the movie comes out, I'm like, why do I know this movie? That's such a weird sensation. Siege says, agreed, MP. That Tom Bombadil is a fun character. I think I got a free trial for Audible, and only just so that I could listen to the audiobook of World War Z. Okay, that's a lot of goop. Put some seeds. Taking film appreciation in college is a lot like literature classes. Changes the way you watch a movie. Is there one thing in particular, in one way in particular, that it changed? Yeah, it's pretty mushy, splooshy. Let's see. Undefined though. Some of this won't be helpful. Took a couple of film lit classes and loved them. You too, MP. I never have. Yes, Chekhov's gun is something that screams at me in film now. Gosh darn it. Let me Google this. Everyone knows what this is but me. I should. But let's see. Is it something like a MacGuffin? Like that kind of, not to say they're the same thing, but a term that is a writing tool, kind of. Red herring, save the cat, enter. A principle of dramatic writing suggesting that every element in a story must have a purpose, meaning a detail or object introduced early on must play. Oh, that's what they were talking about with the ricin in Breaking Bad. That the series was coming to an end and the writers were like, we need to come up with something for this poison. I forgot that they called it that. Coined by Russian playwright Anton Chekhov. Love the conversation, but unfortunately gotta go. MPT, have a really good day. I'm glad we started your day off in a fun way. Thank you for the stream and take care, everyone. You too. Thank you so much. I've been learning a lot about storytelling by watching the behind the scenes stuff at the end of, like, behind the episode segments after each episode of whatever we're watching. Hacks was one. I think we watched them after Succession, maybe. Whatever we like, and we liked it enough to watch the episode breakdowns. And I'm learning a lot about how stories are crafted. I also get very angry when they do it, but do nothing with it in a movie. Yeah, that would be frustrating. And in a certain way, you could sort of pull things out, like story elements, a little too early in a movie, where it's like some sort of rom-com, and not that would be too obvious, but any series or movie where these people hate each other with a burning passion, and you're like, oh, they're gonna hook up at the end, because it's just too much, too crazy. They hate each other and they're the main characters, and you feel like they're gonna flip completely the opposite way, story arc, whatever. So sometimes it kind of gives you spoilers when you know how stories are sometimes crafted. Hold on, you said you weren't going to do that yet. We need to pull out some details. It's just kind of weird to go into a story writing it knowing that there's ways and rules to set it up, and it makes you, I've like pushed back on it, like, that's dumb. Why are they going to tell you exactly how to write something like it's some recipe? And then I realized, well, then are you telling a story or not? The stories, you know, something happens to someone. So this is, you know, this is the breakdown of that. If you want to tell a story, this is what makes up a story. And it's cool if you want to do a slice of life kind of thing. But if you really want to manipulate your audience's emotions, here's a bunch of good ways to do it. You want them to care? Or do you want them to just be like, oh yeah, so that happened? You have to get them invested somehow. I guess there's all these tricks. Yep, it's why B movies are the best ones for breaking the tropes. Oh, you mentioned that yesterday. Why you like the B movies. Siege, did you see Weapons? I liked it. Friends of ours didn't like it as much. Just wondering what you thought. B movies have a much smaller audience, so when their predictions, mine too at times, are broken, they don't have a huge pissed audience. I haven't seen it. Okay, I think I could do some of this pumpkin gut. When did it come out? You want to see it? It came out maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was #1 for 2 weekends, and then, what was it? Demon Hunter, K-pop Demon Hunter came out in theaters and knocked it out on after week 3, I guess. Okay, let's try this. Let's see. Did I? Oh, there we go. Horror movies will always have a hard time holding the top spot. There's literally people too scared to see them. Yeah, it's because we're thinking ourselves, like, we're not really that into horror movies, but a friend said you should see it. Someone whose opinion we kind of trust. So we're like, all right, let's go see it. And we really enjoyed it. And my stance on horror is, if you're not trying to inspire existential dread, it's just red corn syrup with a couple drops of blue dye. Is that the recipe? Some blood is better than others. Some looks delicious, and some is like, oh, you're dead. And the thing is, it's not exactly horror. It's like a mix of, I don't know how to explain it, because it's not like there's some gore, there's some mystery, there's some humor, like cheeky humor. So it's not that crazy. The blue deepens the color, it's too bright otherwise. I wonder if visual effects artists, they have like their own proprietary recipe that they hold, that they guard really carefully. Like, no, this is my special blend. I feel like everybody they struggle with the viscosity. It looks very like cherry pie and not, Vince, we're talking about fake blood. What about the blue is horror? I didn't catch it. It's, we're imagining like the perfect, fake blood recipe. Colors. Siege says it has blue in it. And most horror people are the real monsters. We bring it on ourselves. Yeah, those are the best stories, right? Brown for the fake blood. You can always water it down to the right thickness. Event Horizon is one of the best, and people aren't the monsters. Event Horizon. Let's see. A spaceship missing for 7 years finally reemerges and sends out a distress signal. Ugh. A 1997 science fiction horror film directed by Paul Anderson. Huh. Brown is the most terrifying blood color, and I cannot be convinced otherwise. Didn't what's his name? What's the rotund mystery guy's name? From like the 50s. Anyways, for the movie Psycho, they used like chocolate syrup or something. It was a black and white movie. Bleach turns blood brown. Web of Chaos says with authority. Event Horizon is all kinds of horrible, says Siege. I learned that trying to clean blood out of a sink after cutting the living hell out of myself. You know what? That's exactly what I was picturing. If you cut yourself by accident, you can put lemon juice on it to make it significantly worse. Pro tip from Vince. That's hilarious.
Game, begin.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was doing, but something acidic. And I'm like, why? What was I doing with my hands before this that they feel they've got a million tiny cuts in them? Might have been working with paper or something. Yeah, the fake blood range goes from I want to taste that to don't touch it. It needs to be stretchier. Salt will do the same and disinfect it too. Be ready to scream though. We'll try that next time. I work in a big kitchen, so it shouldn't be hard. Yeah, and the kitchen should have more traditional antiseptics as well. Oh, I hurt myself real bad in the kitchen at Chili's. I don't think you can see it. Let's see. Hold on. It doesn't really look like much. It kind of looks like veins or something. Did I change the? Yeah. Yeah, I can't show you anything that's impressive, but basically about the size of a little, what is that, like a lemon or something, all burnt, bubbly burnt, because I was telling you guys the other day, you carry a bunch of mugs in your hand, like you can do 3 or 4 in each hand if you hook your fingers right. So I had a bunch of lemonades in my hand, iced teas and whatnot, cool drinks, and I was walking in a hurry to what was I trying to get? I think I was just walking past the kitchen. I tripped over the non-skid mat because it was warped, and I fell on the tortilla press. It was closed, but the top is hot. And so then the thing was, I had all these iced drinks in my hands, so they all kind of splashed on me and my arms, and I didn't realize right away that I was resting on the tortilla press. So I just got this big old psst right there. It was the worst burn I've ever had. It was just bubbled up. And I had a whole new horror kind of realization for burn victims, because that thing didn't stop hurting. It was like it was constantly burning, and I couldn't imagine having that over a huge area of my skin. So yeah, I don't think they sent me home. I don't even remember. I don't think so. Like, they probably made me work. So then I got some ointment later on, and I just kind of wrapped it in gauze. But yeah, they weren't equipped for that kind of owie. Yeah, Shadow, it was pretty bad. Burns are horrible. I've had my share, and no one should need to suffer through them. They just keep burning. Chilies can be evil, says Siege. No, I'm not gonna I don't want to allow that word because who knows. Chili's can be evil. I have mixed feelings. I wasn't there long enough to hate them. They were patient with me because I was a really horrible food server. And they stuck it out with me. They didn't fire me. They gave me the schedule I wanted. They gave me the time off I wanted. But just waiting tables, it's hard. I remember hating clothes the most. Touches my gauze or the place that had been burned was like having your skin sanded off. Never again. Yeah, it's oddly painful. Like why so bad? I think the worst part about Chili's was them pushing you real hard to sell their Cadillac margaritas. And making you, I think they got sued for this actually, making you buy the t-shirts, the margarita t-shirts to wear to work to promote their Cadillac margaritas. I did some of their chalkboard art for said margaritas. And then at one of the holiday parties, they were issuing out some ribbons and awards and stuff, and they gave me a Best Artist ribbon. The only artist award I've ever gotten was from Chili's Monrovia. I used to have it on my desk for like so long. It was funny. All right, I'm gonna put a couple more pumpkin seeds in here and maybe save the rest for next week. There needs to be some finessing here because it could be really cool, or I could do it while I'm talking and it'll only just be like, oh, that's cute. So I'm not good enough to be excellent while talking. Show you. And that's the way I feel a crash coming. I'm gonna take a little bit of a nap. All right, so here's where I am. Looks scoopy, swoopy. could have more swoop lines. He needs like 40% more finesse. His little eyes are cute though. It's like, oh, that's gross. Yeah. All right. So, let's see. I think I'll call it an evening. Let me do this one. I actually got my little, oh, you had a pumpkin face, Shadow. Ah, it's cute. I've got my grump face to work. I didn't do anything. All I did was unplug and replug the darn camera. Isn't that how it goes? Okay. So, see you guys next week, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna check what's going on because that's gonna be September, right? I don't think anything's going on. August. Yeah, look at that. Live stream. That's what I got scheduled. And it's September 2nd, so I will see you in September. Be well, Mitty. Says Siege. Shadow, thank you so much. MPT and Whip of Chaos. Vince and everybody else, thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you guys next week. Take care.